What's up, guys? It's Cormac from the Hero Kids here. We got a couple of the boys around here. Coogan, Vlad, Billy, Tom is, I think he's here right now. And Finbar, the most important one. We're here having fun. It's the Monday after Euros. And we're here with Mr. Jacob Harber.
Yeah, that would be me.
What happened this weekend?
This weekend I had full Danger Thunder Ink prize card on the Friday and decided that deck sucked, so I'll play something I can actually play instead. I decided I would play summon 2 monsters, summon ABC cards from the deck.
And how well did that fare for you?
Well, I got top 64, so it can't have been terrible, can it?
That is very nice, Matt. Very, very nice. Okay, so cool.
Not bad, is it?
Do you want to get into the list?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
We started off with the power of GX Reboot.
This is why we got your profile, because there's GX cards.
Yeah. So like, there are lists cutting this card and they're all wrong, and they've always been wrong. It's just a starter that lets you, that avoids over-reliance on mermaids. So the problem with starting on any other route is there is no incentive for your opponent to actually do anything before you summon mermaids. So if they have like Ash Veiler Imp, particularly Ash Veiler, they just stop mermaids, and like your combo is dead. This forces stuff beforehand, which is really good. And then it combines with all the other extenders, so it makes like even scarier combos. So if you open like this plus light stage, you search Koro, summon this, and then you can like pitch whatever. So for example, against like Salad, if they don't have a hand trap, you just pitch the Gazelle out of the hand, and they have literally no way of like ever breaking your board. So that's pretty good.
Cool.
And then.
Engine, yeah.
I promised myself I would never play an event normal summoning a Candina, and here I am.
At least you're not searching a Lily Bell or Lycurse, that's fine.
Yeah.
Or doing reincarnation drill. So.
We got close.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean, you have to play these cards.
Yeah.
I barely ever searched this. I'd always like had enough cards that I could search this.
Yeah, just have a normal summon with it, and then you're fine.
Yeah. Sure. But yeah, they were pretty good. We played 3 copies of B Buster Drake, 2 copies of A Assault Core, and then 2
A Assault Core.
Orcust Nightmare, yeah. Oh no, sorry, this is C Crush Wyvern.
Yeah.
Because I forgot it enables your combos. And then these 2 are A
Crush
Assault
Wyvern
Core.
is Brass Bombard, but you don't play it.
We don't talk about that one.
No. That's like the VWXYZ series. That's what that one is. Right. And then the 2 alternate copies of A Assault Core, different arts. Yeah, you kind of have to play these cards.
Yeah,
they're alright.
They're kind of alright, yeah. It's a standard ratio at this point.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
Just because drawing Harp helps you beat Veiler on Mermaids. And Ash on Mermaids.
And
Although
you play
not to
3
the same
because
degree.
you're not playing like loads of ways to send it to grade directly. Like you're not playing like math bands and stuff.
Yeah. Mathman's a normal summon. I don't like normal summoning.
That's fair.
I have to play these. What?
I do it like every time.
It doesn't mean I enjoy it.
Game allows me to.
Like, I wake up every day. It doesn't mean I want to, you know? Like, so.
Please call Samaritans at 1-800.
Right.
Please help a young Jewish boy.
Right, anyway. Ignoring stereotypes. So, we play 1-1. There are arguments to play into, but in general, if you have to do like the weird things where you've drawn like the Phantom Knights, you can just like blow up the Dingirsu with Rusty, for example, and end on the Babel Ding board. And that's the way you can do it, and you miss a Galatea, which is not the end of the world really, because you still probably win the turn after.
Also, you ain't no bish. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like,
fair enough.
I actually have balls, so I decided to play 1-1 on my guards. Then 3 American Ash?
So.
Yeah, they're American.
Oh, they are American. I don't know, I borrowed everything. Like, I'm pretty sure I own exactly... Oh, I think I own 1 card in this deck.
Okay, cool.
Like, it's generic. Has coverage and helps stop Salad making Dweller, because Dweller makes me sad.
That's all they care about in that matchup, really.
Basically, yeah. this is a Tom Rose deck, and Tom Rose decks lose to Dweller. It's just like a rule, isn't it? Like,
fair enough.
okay, then we played this starter.
Yeah.
It's the reason we have to play weird jailbait monsters. It's just really good, isn't it? Like,
pretty good.
it's a 1-card starter. It's also an extender. It's also a Night Beam, and I like all of those things.
It baits at all the things like Cosmic and Rage and Roar.
Yeah, like you activate this, and they have to rage it, and it's like great. You feel so
Yeah.
powerful, and because then you normal the Candino. And you go,
And even like the mirror and stuff, if they end up crescendo, like they have to negate that because you know how to set it and stuff.
Yeah, this is really good going second in the mirror. There was a board. I played against like a danger variant round 3, and the guy wins the die roll, and he ends on it's like Dingisu, Rusty, then Ding Winder, Fogblade, Ibly on my field. And I opened this plus instant, and it just breaks the whole board because you can just you search Corobane. Yeah, it was search Corobane, hit the Fogblade, and then tribute the Ibly for Corobane, activate instant for 1,000 Eyes, take the window, and then just full combo. So that was pretty funny.
That's pretty cool.
He had no cards.
Oh my god.
When I ended that turn, it was great. Just full combo, no cards, easy. I had a redo and everything. Great.
Very nice. Then
I
more
like
copies of this.
I like Light Stage. Light Stage likes me.
What if we kissed in the Trick Star Light stage?
Quote Billy Siggins.
Apparently, I'm stalking Billy Siggins in Trickstar Light Stage. Let's go.
Like we noticed how the gay is awoken. Anyway.
Right, you said that, not me.
Yeah, I did say it. Yeah.
All right.
No hate here. We just finished Pride Month.
3 more copies of Jailbait
Are
Turbo.
these different languages or just two different? Three
They're different languages. 2 different languages. So the idea is you need 1 English copy, so you can write it down in English on your deck list. And then you need 2 Italian copies, because as we all know, Italian cards just magically appear on the top of your deck whenever you need them to.
This is very true.
You very often need to draw and engage if you haven't, turn 1.
That's fair.
So like,
it's pretty good card.
being able to like magic and engage the top of your deck is like useful. Yeah. I would like to point out very quickly that I did not stack this event, but
Let's make that evidently clear. Yeah.
I just want to make that very clear now. I do not cheat. My name isn't Jake Quincy. So we play these 2. So this because it's again the 1-card starter.
Yep.
This because I like not dying to Veiler Imp in particular.
Yeah.
Normally, like you draw a normal summon with your engage, and that's good because that means that when you make the Kagari, you don't have to add back the Hornet drones. You can add back the engage, and then engage for this when you make the Nightmare, and suddenly your turn feels a lot more secure.
Okay. Was there ever a thought to play 3 of it, or was 1 fun?
So, playing 3 of this, I think is just a symptom of not running these cards, because realistically they do the same thing into everything but into everything but opponents. The difference is this card actually like gets your engine going, whereas this doesn't. So like drawing this on its own really sucks.
It requires you to already be playing the game, whereas this like is a way to play the game.
Exactly, yeah. And like on top of that, if you don't play this stuff, then you play into Thunder, and then you kind of you can't win that matchup, because even if you even like games 2 and 3, if you hand trap them into Oblivion, it doesn't matter, because if they just end on a Colossus, if you don't play this engine, you can't put 2 monsters on the board.
Yeah, because you have Light Sage, Terraforming, Engage are all just dead cards.
You can't get 2 monsters on the board, and that means that it doesn't matter that you can ding or like Longus your away Colossuses. You actually can't summon
Get
ding.
to that stage in the first place. Yeah, sure, that's fair enough.
So like because of that, I wanted to play these over more of this.
Sure.
We're already at 45 cards, so
That's fair enough.
yeah. And then moving on, we play
3 anti-hand trap.
well, yeah. 3 anti-Lancia.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
This card's quite strong.
it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Basically, yeah.
beats Ray too. That's important in that matchup.
Yeah.
It's like the only way you win that matchup, to be honest. 3 ramen noodles. Because if this map wasn't weeby enough, here we go.
Of course.
I heard Winder is a pretty good card, and I summoned it exactly once, and it was like okay. But I also heard 1,000 Eyes was a pretty good card, and that actually was a pretty good card. So I think I would play this again.
Yeah, that's fair.
being able to like break boards and stuff is just super important. Taking Sky Striker links, etc., etc. Just lets you play more on a turn, and is occasionally like an extender when you need it to be in like turn 1.
That's
so a 5th connector, fourth connector / second dolphin, which sometimes you search, depending on what your hand looks like. And then we played this because you have to. I'd call this Union Hanger, but it just isn't. Like, I'm pretty sure Light Stage is Union Hanger.
Pretty much, yeah. That's fair.
That's okay.
Yeah.
And then we played these 2 cards, which were pretty terrible, to be honest.
Main the black garden. So was this like connect to mine or?
Basically, yeah. I decided that I didn't. I decided that basically no other deck in this format is relevant outside of the big 4. They all don't exist. They're just nightmares, and we don't want to deal with them. So I didn't want to play Twin Cosmic because those cards suck. But at the same time, mine is a legitimate issue. So you have to play some outs to mine your main deck because scooping to your opponent activating Mystic Mine feels terrible. So I wanted to play this. And so in total you have 4 outs to mine in the main deck. Because if you think they're a mine deck, you can hold the terraforming if you can, and then just terraform for Black Garden, and then play your Black Garden, and then start summoning monsters. So that card's pretty good. And then play Set Rotation to search it as well. There's another out to mine because you just set over the top of it. And by playing this, you turn this into a 1-card starter as well, because you can just set Light Stage to your field. But these cards were terrible. Never came up all day, really. Got sided out in almost every matchup.
Sure.
I still haven't worked out if you have to play them, but we did play them. Then we play engine trap cards. You kind of have to play them all. I think you should always be setting this turn 1 instead of Babel, because Babel sucks into everything, and this only sucks into some things. So that's nice. And then 3 more cards that say Salad can't make Dweller. Yeah, you just need ways to stop them making Dweller, and like occasionally you get to stop Thunder, and more often you get to stop the Mirror. This in the Mirror is like really good, obviously because it hits Mermaid and it can't be Cold Wide, and those things are tasty.
That's fair. 45 main, yeah?
45.
Fair.
It's basically 5th gadget. You draw an Orcust card like every hand because you play 9 of them.
Sure.
But you only draw 1.
Okay.
So then extra deck. You don't open multiple gadgets, Billy. I've told you this before. The math checks out.
Oh, I've even played so much gadget.
Right.
John 6 before.
Gadget War Stories after the Orcust deck profile.
Alright.
So 1 mermaid.
Yeah. Engine requirements.
How was Unicorn? Did it come on much?
I never summoned this card.
Okay.
But we cut Boral Sword for this under the pretense that you will never summon Boral Sword to kill your opponent, because anytime you can summon Boral Sword to kill your opponent, you can probably just kill them anyway. And that held true. There was never a time I wanted to summon Boral Sword. So we played this as just more removal instead, and I never needed it.
Okay.
But I never needed the other card either, so it was fine.
That's fair enough.
1 Mermaid because Instant Fusion and Kagari mean you have a 12-card extra deck.
Sure.
So
that makes sense.
moving on, 3 Galatea because I like winning the game. 1 Longirsu because I like winning the game. And Bardiche because you have to play Bardiche.
Good combo card.
It's alright, yeah. It sort of makes the deck worth
I
playing.
wouldn't complain about having to play Bardiche.
No, I don't really complain about having to play Bardiche.
I'm just trying to...
Kagari for your striker cards. 2 Dingirsu because I like winning the game. 1 Redoer because I also like winning the game. Anytime you can end on this turn 1, your board feels so much more secure. You have so many more like ways to play the game. Just having Ignister affecting your opponent's turn is like huge.
It's pretty strong.
Yeah, and like all the control decks like hate this card. It's really hard for them to deal with. Being able to take like a striker spell.
Let's hate this card.
By Savage Strike.
Oh my god.
Do you know it took me 20 packs to pull it?
What?
I
How
had
do you know what it is?
a redo it. It took me
Are you
20.
fucking retarded? I have one. I have like multiple on me.
I didn't buy one. I didn't buy 20 packs yesterday. Fucking hell.
Ass.
No, I know. This was back at like January. I pulled 4 secrets and no redos.
Can we get back to the profile?
Right. But yeah, card sound. You take spells from Striker and you get to draw in their turn. You take,
the first like weekend was legal.
what?
I wonder what yes the first.
Gee, I wonder what deck that was.
Yeah.
I'll never live it down.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that card's pretty good.
That card's alright. And then the instant fusion dragon.
Overhyped trash.
What is it?
Not
Window.
overhyped trash.
Windows over.
Oh, Windows shite, man.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I
It's
mean-
from 2014.
That's true. And like this,
Any card from 2014 is immediately off.
Speaking of.
Dante. This card's from 2004, bro.
Yeah.
3, whatever.
Four?
One of the two.
Hey, when was the last time you strict with these?
That's not as strict.
Yeah.
3 probably sounds right.
2003.
Yeah.
No, that's right.
Right,
It's,
the Yu-Gi-Oh! Encyclopedia at work right there. Anyway, back to
This card's like actually good.
Yeah,
It turns out that like you sometimes need to go second. Like it shocks me too, right? Like I'm just used to solitaire and guard dragon combos, but like
47% of the time I'd say you go second.
yeah, I like that number. So
That's an alright number.
yeah. So like this is really good for taking salad links, striker links, problem cards like window, etc. And this anytime I wanted to summon this, I looked at like my hand and thought I could just set up normal combo and have Thousand Eyes the turn after, and I think I'd rather just do that.
It's fair. Bit one more.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's cardable. But okay, then onto the side. We played.
The best time traps in the game.
Yeah, pretty much. This card's really good. Basically, this card is really good.
Can't be Widow Anchored, it's broken.
Yeah, exactly.
It's someone's skill. Insane.
It's sick, bro. These cards are really cool because you can side out. You just side out the connect range and go in second for these in basically every matchup except Thunder. It's just like a way, like against Salad, for example, you can just hit Gazelle and they can't play around it ever. Their turn is like over, or at least it's like severely like diminished. And against all the combo decks, it's just really good as well. It's one of like the high impact hand traps you can play.
Sure.
Another one of the high impact hand traps. 3 lands here. Veiler Fog. Veiler high impact. Not words that have been said for the past 4 years, but
Someone Predator fans.
fair. Alright, point made. This card isn't like particularly strong because Thunder. A lot of the Thunder lists are now playing around it, Crusaders, etc., and playing more Crusaders, so they play around it more. But I think you still have to play it because it's coverage for the mirror as well.
That's fair. And they can't always play through it. So
Yeah, they can't always play through it. And then to draw, very specific Thunder hands beat this card, or otherwise they don't beat this card, and they can't set up a real board, and you kill them the turn afterwards. So that's pretty fun.
I presume only 2 because you only have a certain number of space.
Yeah, I had a 13 card side deck and needed to play 2 more hand drops, and it was either gnome or this, but the mirror isn't super scary because you can side into these.
And you already main 6, so 12 plus
Yeah,
side is fine
12 per side of the mirror is fine because like especially without dangers, they can't do too much. They can't really dig for like the Orcust cards afterwards if you like hit the mermaid, for example.
That's fair.
So yeah, I just wanted more for Thunder. And then I hate back row decks.
Okay.
Twin, because you have to play Twin in your side deck or Striker. I remember there was one Striker match where we played top trumps and he opened Link, Hat card in hand, multi-roll, Booster, Anchor, Shark Cannon. He had 2 spells engraved. And I opened 2 Twin Twisters and I said, my top trumps beat your top trumps. And he wasn't very happy.
Alright.
And then 3 Eradicator. I never drew this card.
Oh.
So I honestly can't say how good it was. But in theory, the idea is that like you play against like Striker or any degenerate deck, and you set this card, and then you summon your Dingirsu. and then you flip this card, and then they die. Because it outs mine, any copy of mine they have in their hand, their entire setup, all in one, and then it outs every card they draw for a few turns. And that's pretty good, because it's like an actual win condition versus those decks.
Fair enough. So that was the whole list.
Yeah, I probably should like shout out some people.
That's fair.
I should probably shout out Young Klaus, because he sort of sat there and like helped with the deck, aka built the deck. Convinced me that instant fusion was a good idea. I'm sorry I couldn't pay him €100 after winning the prize card, because I didn't win one, but
Very
no,
unfortunate.
he's a good boy. Shout outs to everyone I stayed with, who were
Tom flipped
mostly about minus Alfie Morton,
minus Alfie Morton. He's already
the
done.
shroom fiend himself. I'd shout out Gramps if I knew who Gramps was, but like,
I met.
here we. Well,
Yeah. Well, actually,
of course I
I've,
know that. You don't have to.
I've met Swan, but before, but I didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
I knew who he was.
I've met Swan, but never Gramps.
Fair.
I've never seen them in the.
In the flesh.
yeah, they're same, not the
There's-
same person.
And I've been told there's quite a lot of flesh to see, you know. But yeah.
Fair enough.
Shout outs to everyone I met over the weekend, and shout outs to everyone I got to see again. Sorry for putting Betty on tilt. It's his own fault for spreading vicious true rumours about me. But yeah, it was nice to top another event.
Yeah.
Feels good.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Alright, okay. That's everything?
Yep.
Cool. Thank you very much, Jacob. This is the Hero Kids in the swanky apartment in Utrecht.
Shout out to Team Mambo
Shout
for
out
the
yeah,
apartment.
for all the Mambo.
The recording studio. You mean?
The recording studio, that's
Oh,
it,
yeah,
basically,
yeah.
The shout out to the Smash. Lovely place. Thanks, Harber. See you soon. Bye-bye.